Hello, good day everyone. Thank you very much for joining us in today's video. Today I'd like to talk about gratitude. And I'll start with a story. Exactly 1 year ago, our family has a family friend. He's a priest. For context, the country where I reside in is a deeply Roman Catholic nation. And it's very common for individuals and for families to have a priest as a family friend, a sort of spiritual guide or counselor for the family. And personally, this friend priest is very close to me as well since I was in college. And we were talking last year, and I told him, Father, there are so many wrong things going on in my life right now. And I expounded. I said, I wish I had more money to invest with. I wish these things were not happening in my career right now. I wish I took a different path in life. I wish this and that, and so on. And he listened deeply, and for most of the 1 hour conversation, Father was just mostly listening the whole time. And when I ended my rant fest, and when it was finally his time to speak, he said, and it's something which I will never, and I hope I will never forget ever. He said, Iho, if you're worrying about your reputation, your career, your investments, consider yourself lucky. If you're worrying about work, about your career, consider yourself lucky. And his statement took me quite aback. It was not the response I honestly was expecting. I was expecting more of a response giving me advice on taking a different career path, doing a different approach, centering myself more, stuff like that. But instead, this priest gave me the hard truth, a cold shower. And why did he say that? He went on to say that you're lucky, I'm lucky, if these are the things which are causing me anxiety, which are troubling me. Because in many parts of the world, heck, in many parts of my own country, there are people whose sole concern is what to eat for the day or even for that hour. There are many, many other people in the world and in my own country whose sole concern is just to get better from their terminal disease. Their concern is very primary. It's very primal. In contrast, my concerns were all auxiliary. They were all accessories. Career, work, reputation, whatever. Those are all, to be honest, accessories. They are just add-ons to life. But food, health, getting well from a disease, these are primary needs which are actually the sole and primary reasons for some people, for most people, in fact. And this talk really centered me back on being grateful for what I have. Of course, I'm still working on it personally. I think it's a long process to fully and completely be grateful for one's life and for everything that's in it and that has happened in it. But gratitude is an act and a disposition which I believe can never be stated enough. And as our family friend said, it's not that he's invalidating my concerns. Of course, they're all valid. They're all causing me anxiety, and so they exist. But the truth of the matter is, I won't die just because of them, because of these concerns. They're not life-threatening. I'll still survive. I'll still live, even if my reputation disappears, if my investments disappear. In contrast, the needs, the goals of some people, if those things disappear, they will literally die, or their loved ones will literally die. Just in the recent news of the ill-fated Air India crash, I saw one of the interviews of one of the relatives of those who have unfortunately perished. I believe the interviewee was a mother of his son who was an overseas migrant worker to London. She said that she would give everything and anything just to turn back time and to warn her son not to board that plane. Everything and anything. That is how deep, that is in contrast how serious some other people's concerns are compared to my own trivial desires. And I believe it's not a very popular opinion, especially in this day and age where there's a premium on self-entitlement. Of course, we all deserve this. We all deserve that life, and so on and so forth. And yeah, we probably do. We do deserve all those things, all these things. But it does not diminish the fact that other people's concerns may in fact be greater, may in fact be more serious than our own concerns. That's the truth, whether we admit it or not. Gratitude. If you believe in a God, or if you believe in a higher being, the universe, we'll pray together. Dear God, dear universe, thank you for all that we have today, for everyone that we have in our lives, for all of our triumphs and heartaches, all of our victories and sorrows, for the big and the small, for the grand and the minuscule. We thank you for the everyday and the every second of this gift called life. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again in our next video.